I saw this report that caught my attention. Sanwolu urges Lagos youths to enlist in the Nigerian army. I repeat, Governor Sanwolu of Lagos State is begging Lagos youths, I beg, please join the Nigerian army. Some weeks ago, let's say weeks ago, Nigerian army generals came to the southeast to also beg southeast youth, please join the Nigerian army. It is in the southern part of Nigeria I see that youths don't want to be part of the people that will defend their nation. Southern youths should come out to join the army and defend their nation. It is unfortunate that the reputation of the Nigerian army does not go down well with people in southern Nigeria. That is why a whole governor would come out and say, please, 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 I beg you people, join the... For a governor to come out, it tells you that this is critical. For Nigerian army generals to come to the southeast, organize an event to beg youth to join the army, it tells you a lot that is going on. You see, the way we have Yoruba-led federal government as coined by El-Rufai, Yoruba-led federal government, that is the way we may have in the nearest future a northern-led Nigerian army. And trust me, you know, Nigeria is divided along ethnic and religious lines. So if we have a northern-focused Nigerian army, there are so many disadvantages to that. So these elites, these guys up there, Igbo army officers, Ibibio army officers, Yoruba army officers, Ijo army officers, other southern tribes that are top army officers in the army, they are seeing a decline of southern population, and they are worried that in the nearest future we will not see any southerner in the army. Mostly we will see northerners and maybe middle belters, and it is risky because we know that every region have an agenda. We have said this before, we repeat it. If we have so many people, like we have Yoruba-led government, so many people in the federal government, it has its disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Nigeria is a multi-ethnic society. We operate a federal system. Different people should, you know what about politics? Politics is if you carry 5 bananas and share among 7 people, and there is no rancor, there is no fight. Your ability to carry 5 bananas, share among 7 people, and there is no fight. But you know, Nigerian politics is like the one, according to El-Rufai, you carry 5 bananas. Among the 7 people, you are only giving 2 people. You gave 2 people 4 bananas or 3 bananas, and the rest 2 you shared amongst the 5. You saw the discrepancies, nepotism. And people use nepotism to their advantage. So if you have a northern federal government, it may be difficult for a southern president in the future to select a southern person that will become his chief of defense or chief of army staff. Because it is critical. Any president that enter, because we have been lying to ourselves that Nigeria is one, Nigeria is this. Any president that enter power, maybe it's an Igbo person that enter power, you hardly see that Igbo person, his ADC, choose an ADC that is Hausa or not. Southerners are likely to choose Southern ADCs. Northerners will choose Northern ADCs. But you see, people don't trust themselves. Even in the army, they look at your ethnicity most times, some of the time, to give you a particular position. You see, after Lagbaja was no more, people had to shop for another person. I think it's Olukayode, something like that. Had to shop for another person. Because ethnicity is important in this current politics and system we are practicing today. If it's not important, Buhari had to show us. We are learning from Buhari. Katsina people, northerners. Everybody in power, it is important to position his people. Whether it is in the private sector, whether it is in the public sector, among security agencies. So Southern elite are seeing that when you look at the army now, we don't have Southern people. All of a sudden, if we have North, and you barely find Southern people, Nigeria don't finish you. That is the speculations. That's why you see people are begging. Top guys are coming to beg. Would Nigerians listen to their beg? Like I've said, both in the southeast, the south, they have come to ask people to join the army. Now, if we ask questions, why should we join the army? Why should we join the army? Give us answers like a 5-year-old why we should join the army. Let's read what Sanwolu said about when he said, please join the army. Look at what he said. Let's read the story. Lagos State Governor Sanwolu has urged young men and women across the state to take advantage of the ongoing recruitment into the Nigerian army, emphasizing the wealth of opportunities available in today's military service. Wealth of opportunities. So explain to us what wealth of opportunity is in Nigerian military. You see, it's not about coming to speak big grammar. What is the wealth of opportunity? If I join the Nigerian military today, what is the wealth of opportunity? Like I see my other colleagues that have been complaining, I see how Nigerian treats its workers. We can see the corruption in the Nigerian military. We can see videos of complaints by different officers. Some that are wounded have been neglected. So what are the wealth of opportunities? You can see there is tribalism, nepotism. When it comes to appointments, becoming a general to a certain level, there are politics they will play, so much politics. So what are the wealth of opportunities? You know, our leaders, they can speak big grammar and they will not explain to you because they have nothing to explain. In a statement released on Tuesday by Olumuyiwa Ojelabi from the office of the Secretary to the State Government, the governor announced that registration for the 89 regular recruits intake for trades and non-tradesmen women. Trades and non-tradesmen. Elites will always be elite. I've said this. They are publishing, they are announcing intake for trades and non-trades. When we talk about the high-paying opportunities, nobody, all these elites, they will not publish it. They will share it among themselves. Let their children also lead by example. At least Obasanjo's children also were in the army. His children led by example. Sanwo-Olu's children, all that southwest governors, southeast governors, let them all lead by example. And let their children be at the forefront. Shebi Tinubu said 1 million Nigerian youth in the army, Agbado, cassava, and all have you. And people were clapping. Why begging Nigerian youth to join the army? You cannot give what you don't have. If you can't give the people good governance, if you don't have the mandate of the people, you cannot convince them to do most things. It shows the rejection of the Nigerian state by its youth. The leadership of today, it shows rejection by its youth, because I don't see any reason why somebody would not want to defend his or her fatherland. If you love your fatherland so much, if Nigeria is one united entity, if Nigeria is responsible or has shown responsibility for the life of its youth, if the youth really are leaders of tomorrow, as they say, you will see people willingly want to defend their fatherland. It tells you a lot, because people want us to believe otherwise. So these people, they will advertise the trades and non-tradesmen women, whatever, and expect you to join. But when it is NNPC job, they select their children. If you go there, they will push you come out. But now they are begging you. Typical politicians. Typical politicians. Okay. He said it's time for all stakeholders to rethink their perceptions of military career. You don't make us rethink our perception by just a statement. We show workings. If I have an encounter with a Nigerian military man, what will be my perception? Okay, in my own Enugu state, you see, you are being partial. You do not provide security for me, and the atrocities committed by the Nigerian army on the Nigerian civilian population sell it out. The atrocities committed by soldiers on Nigerians every time they come across civilians will make you not want to join the Nigerian military. the kind of people we see these days, the way they conduct themselves, the military is trained for war. It is not supposed to be seen around civilian population. But we know that the system has been bastardized. We watch videos, we see a lot of complaints about the military. We hear about how they are being paid, how they suffer, how they drink, what they give them. This thing will not sell in southern Nigeria. You know why? Because young men have seen other ways to survive. Social media, tech, and what have you. Some of them make the money some of these youth, the money an Agbero makes a day is more than what some of these Nigerian army recruits are making. Agbero. Should the government of the day has made Agbero so lucrative. Yes. So people prefer to join Agbero than to join the Nigerian army. People prefer to do other menial jobs than to join the Nigerian army because they don't see any future in the Nigerian army. And these people are not willing to show workings. So, it says, it is time for all stakeholders to rethink their perceptions of military careers. Today's army offers vast opportunities, same thing, beyond the battlefield, with technology, education, and career development now forming. It is not already established. Education, technology, career development, now forming integral parts of service life. Salu Hunde said on behalf of the governor, the engagement brought together parents, youth, traditional and religious leaders, and artisans to raise awareness of the personal and professional benefits of joining the army. Enlisting in the military not only allows one to serve the nation with pride, okay, maybe these are the benefits, but also open doors to professional training in fields such as law, medicine, aeronautics. Sanwolu noted. But you can get this normally without joining the army now. Are they going to? Yes, you can get this. You can study law. You can study aeronautics without even joining the army. Okay. He affirmed the state's commitment to supporting eligible candidates from Lagos. So Southern or Southwest Yoruba youth in Lagos, indigenes of Lagos, now it is time to show workings. Go and join the army, the governor has said. The only thing I can say about joining the army is that join the army so that we will not have a northern population more than southern population. That's the only thing. Because as we go on, the more people decline in joining, the Fulani will take over. You don't know. You don't know. You see, most of these things that are happening, we don't use English. You can't use English to say it. You got to show. Maybe they sent battalion to the southeast and see how some people were shooting because it is in Igbo land. They are not Igbo officers, they are Fulani officers, northern officers. If it's in their own land, you see them. If it is on that person's land, that tells you a lot about if you allow the northern people take over all the positions. The other time, maybe they were stealing slots belonging to Lagos. Yes, they stole slots belonging to Lagos. And this is 2025, my God. If youths of these days are not willing to be part of the national project, man, it tells a lot. Now, I'm going to talk about IG of police saying that he's going to take down all the IPOB hideouts in the southeast. I want to say this. I've said this before. I will repeat myself because when you say something over and over again, it registers in the minds of people. There's no insecurity without the hand of politicians. Politicians have a responsibility, are accountable, are responsible for insecurity in any community, any state, all over the world. If you are saying IPOB hideouts, my brother, we understand the modus operandi of the police in the southeast. I traveled to the southeast. You see just few miles to a checkpoint, people are being kidnapped. How did the people pass? The other time that the Biafran's Independence Day, 30th of, I think, some people came and they killed in Aba. They passed through checkpoints. If you want insecurity to stop in the southeast, as if there is, because as it stands, there's There's nothing like insecurity. It's just these petty thieves. It's just Fulani menace and what have you. There's no insecurity in the southeast. There's no insecurity. The Nigerian police should talk to themselves and their officers that are perpetrating all these crimes in the southeast, joining politicians to collect money. I've said this before. How much does a police collect for salary? Why wouldn't he want to join other means of, get other means of income to add to what he's doing? Why wouldn't he? The one you are giving him is not enough. Why wouldn't he want to resort to criminality, collecting money? Imagine when you see a police. If a police you are coming towards a police, the prayer in his mind for you to have something that he can incriminate you. Police people are not praying. If they are going out now, they're not praying that the citizens should be law abiding. They are not praying. They are praying that they should catch somebody. That's their prayer. They want to find each way to take away from you. People have come abroad into the southeast and they have narrated their experiences with police. Kidnap them, take them to a certain place, take their money. They take advantage of the fact that there's IPOB and they are perpetrating all the crimes. So this police chief, if you are going to get rid of IPOB is not in, or the Biafran sensation is not in buildings. It is in the hearts and mind of Igbos. Biafra is in the hearts and mind. So if you are going to do that, you will be getting rid of people, because there's no. It is people that build all this whatever you see. It is people that make things happen. Since the people are there and they believe in Biafra, you are going to say hide that, this one hide that. Since how many years? Since Buhari 8 years. Hide that, hide that, hide that. The insecurity in the southeast is mainly caused by the politicians in the southeast. I've said this. They use IPOB and tag their opponent. They use IPOB to control. For instance, you're a politician. You are not in their APC gang. They might fire a gun in your area and say it's IPOB. Some people will connive with security agencies and commit a particular act. They will say it's IPOB. You carry somebody, you put IPOB on him, because they know that if they put IPOB on you cannot explain, because the hatred for the Igbo man. So the politicians are the one using IPOB to cash out, to hold down territories. A governor that comes next time in Imo State is focused on his opponents, is IPOB. These guys are sponsoring. They don't know. They'll just use that and tag you. So there's no insecurity in the south as we speak. The checkpoints need to be dissolved. The Nigerian army, the fierce looking whatever, you are not supposed to be where human beings are. So all those ones you are doing. Now back to joining the Nigerian army. Well, for those that will be joining the Nigerian army, good luck to you. But we understand that until these agents of government prove beyond doubt that they will not be taking Boko Haram, killers and terrorists, and you enlist them into the same army. People that have been killing army officers. There's a video I saw. Wounded army officers. These Boko Haram people went and were shooting them, making sure that they are dead. And these are the people you rehabilitate them. Does it make sense? You rehabilitate them and put them in the army. How human beings, would that happen in sane societies? And you rehabilitate them, you don't care about what people think or feel about what you're doing. You just believe what you're doing is right. And now you're coming to beg people to join the army. Nobody will feel safe. Southerners will not feel safe, because it seems like it is a northern system. It is believed that if tradesman, non-tradesman and tradesman, if they recruit you today now, they will send you go Sambisa. In the same Sambisa, they are getting reports, whether it is true or fake, that officers are not well taken care of. So after a few training now, they take you to Sambisa. Somebody went to Nigerian Info, called in and said that he's a sniper, he's good at what he does in the Nigerian army. He was killing many Boko Haram. His fellow colleagues shot him. So as a Southerner, the whole reason, when we feel that we have Boko Haram in the Nigerian army that can turn on anybody at any point in time, after hearing some of these conversations, these testimonies, what do you expect us to do? Should we still join the army? That's just the big question. We cannot want to join the army with this reputation. Now, people are suffering. I know police officers that are suffering, taking a whole lot. They are not taking care of themselves. They are always drinking because they have to take care of their family. The little they get home. Look at the conditions of police, the ones that are close to us, the conditions they live in. Yeah, there's a problem. Now, so go dey for the problem. Taking decisive actions, no. When one army come out and start complaining, that is when they will take decisive action against the person. Now, this little complaint are complaining. Purge the military of these terrorists. Then Southern youth will want to join. But when you don't, nobody send anybody, nobody wants to care about anything. You just do the things yourself and everything. One day you allow Fulani and Northern and Middle Belt, all of them, and then go full Nigerian army. One day now, if Northern has no like your face, or if you do anything anyhow, they can speak language. Under Buhari, you chose security chiefs. Now they speak Hausa. APC, APC. It's only God that can judge APC. It's only God. Personally, they should carry APC to a personal place and judge them. So we having such leaders. Look at, okay, this is an APC governor asking people to join the Nigerian army. Look at the Tinubu and his appointment. How would people feel? How would people feel? Even some of Yorubas, how would they feel? Yoruba here, Yoruba there. Nobody wants to be committed to the Nigerian project with all these leadership issues we are having, left, right, center. But they will turn deaf ears. Now they are begging. You will see army go, they manhandle civilian anyhow, like saying he's in a war zone. But now you are begging the civilian to join the army when you have not presented yourself, you have not shown good character. May God help Nigerians.